Hi there, my name is Sharissa Sebastian, and I'm a coach for women in corporate leadership. So today I wanted to share with you a topic that is probably one of the ones that come up the most often when it comes to my coaching, and that is how can I get more confidence? How can I really feel good about myself and feel good about my ability to lead and position myself really well in my company and in my organization while leading excellently. So with that, I wanted to share with you three different tips or three ways that you can actually do this really effectively and truly step into your confidence, own that zone of genius, and lead from a place of authenticity where it doesn't feel like you're pushing a boulder up a hill, but it really feels completely aligned with who you are as a person while still giving you that ability to shine and to be that admired leader where you are. So the first thing I want to talk about, and maybe the most important, is mindset. And so here's what I mean by mindset. What you think and what you believe is incredibly important as far as how that translates to how you show up. So an example of mindset is you can think about it in terms of a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. So someone with a fixed mindset, for example, believes that they only have the ability that they have at this particular moment, and that they don't have the ability to grow and to develop, and that things happen to them. So their external circumstances are going to highly impact how they behave, how they show up, and they are going to feel more stuck and trapped, and they're focused more on themselves than anything else. Where somebody with a growth mindset is going to look at a challenge or uncertain conditions or something that doesn't go their way from the perspective of what is in this situation that I can learn from, what can I be grateful for in this present moment, and how can I use this to actually grow and develop and to move me closer to where I want to be. So you can see those are two very different perspectives. So what I have found in my own experience, as well as with working with my clients, is that the people that I work with who fall more on the growth mindset spectrum, so they are looking at things more from the perspective of how can I do better, how can I grow, how can I develop, what can I learn that's going to make me into a bigger, better leader and give me more opportunities and help me have bigger impact. So you can see that that's the difference between having a fixed mindset, which is more on the victim side of things, where you feel like things are happening to you and you have very little control, versus the growth mindset, which is more about focusing on how you can use every single opportunity to, number one, be grateful for what's going on, and number two, to really help you to grow and develop. And then the second part, kind of tying in with this, is being others focused. So here's what I mean. A lot of times when we think about being confident or having shaky confidence, it's when we are too focused on ourselves and how people are going to view us and how are we going to be seen by other people and how are we going to connect and all of those things. So you can see how that kind of mindset or that way of thinking is going to have you focus much more on yourself than other people. Whereas if you believe that you are there to provide some kind of value, you're there to help others, a lot of times it's easier for us to step up and go into those, the places where it's going to stretch us a little bit, but help us to overcome those fears so that we can show up and build that confidence muscle. Because confidence is like a muscle. The more you practice going into those spaces and the more you stretch yourself, the more confident you're going to become. And then the third thing I'll leave you with is it's going to be really important in order for others to see the value in you and to see you as a confident leader. You really have to be clear on what are your strengths, what are what are your skills, what is the experience that you bring to the table, what is your zone of genius, and how can you leverage that where you are to really shine and thrive and lead your teams well and be positioned as an amazing leader that you are, and have more opportunities to have the impact that you want to have and have the flexibility that you're maybe looking for at work. So quick recap. Number one, mindset, incredibly important, and you absolutely have to get this right in order to thrive no matter where you are. Number two, being others focused. And number three, knowing your unique package. In other words, your strengths, your skills, your experience, your zone of genius, and being really grounded in all of those things and what makes you amazing in terms of your ability to lead really well. And the combination of all of those things and knowing how to get that right in exactly the right way is what's going to lead to your success. So speaking of that, if you want help in one or more of these areas and you really want to feel like you are extremely confident regardless of your circumstances and you want to really thrive, then I invite you to schedule a call with me. It's a completely free call. and I will help you as much as possible, and just help you to navigate that space and figure out what are those steps that you need to take. And yeah, so feel free to click the link below and go ahead and schedule that call, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Bye for now.